Welcome back to FryMinis. I'm Eric, and today in our Fizban's Treasury of Dragons coverage, we're going to take a look at Draconic Feats. Okay, so as we dive through this book, we are pouring all of these videos into one monster Fizban's playlist. Check it out. I've got a link in the description. Subscribe to that and you'll be up to speed on all of our videos. And of course, please subscribe to the channel itself so you never miss any of our content. And if you really want to stay in the loop, join us over on Discord at discord.gg/FryMinis and come hang out and celebrate Banderhobtober too. All right, so in this video, we are looking at Draconic Feats. These are feats, you know, you're used to feats. And this is a way to get some cool draconic flavor for your character without necessarily needing to go with a racial or class option. A feat represents a character achieving mastery in one of their capabilities or discovering the ability to do something new. When this mastery arises from a draconic source, whether it's the gift of a dragon, the manifestation of some form of draconic heritage, the blessing of a draconic god, or a consequence of slaying a dragon, it can have supernatural effects. Here are feats that bestow draconic power, available to you if you use the optional feat rule in the player's handbook. Look, I get it that feats are an optional rule, but I have never in my life seen a single game that doesn't use feats. If you don't use feats, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your story. So we have 3 feats, each one associated with a type of dragon. So Chromatic, Gem, and Metallic. First, Chromatic Dragon. Gift of the Chromatic Dragon. You've manifested some of the power of Chromatic Dragons, granting you the following benefits. Chromatic Infusion. As a bonus action, you can touch a simple or martial weapon and infuse it with one of the following damage types: acid, cold, fire, lightning, or poison. For the next minute, the weapon deals an extra 1d4 damage of the chosen type when it hits. After you use this bonus action, you can't do so again until you finish a long rest. I really like the flavor of that. I think it makes sense, like, thematically what you're doing. But 1d4 isn't a lot. And it doesn't really scale. I don't know. I feel like if it was maybe, since you only do it once per long rest, if it was even 10 minutes, I think that would give you a lot more flexibility. But I guess really I would like to see it scale. Like if level 1 through 4 does a D4 and then a D6 and a D8 and a D10 at 17 to 20. Just something, just a little bit. And we also get Reactive Resistance. Reactive Resistance. When you take acid, cold, fire, lightning, or poison damage, you can use your reaction to give yourself resistance to that instance of damage. You can use this reaction a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus, and you regain all expended uses when you finish a long rest. I really like the versatility on that one. It's not one of those types associated with a dragon ancestor or something like that. It's any of those. And so you can use it, your proficiency bonuses per long rest. So if you get Dragon Breath twice in a row or something, it'll be helpful there. I could see comparing this to Absorb Elements, but I think we're already getting the damage part of Absorb Elements in the first part, so it's really kind of like breaking that whole spell apart into this feat in a weird way. I think this one is fine. I think this, I don't know. It'd be tough to choose this as a feat. If I got this as a like reward for killing a dragon, that would be great. But giving up an ASI bump for this, that one might be a tough choice for me. Okay, next we're going to look at Gift of the Gem Dragon. Gift of the Gem Dragon. You've manifested some of the power of gem dragons, granting you the following benefits. Ability score increase. Increase your intelligence, wisdom, or charisma by 1 to a maximum of 20. I'm always a fan of these half feats where you get some sort of boost and an ability bump. It just makes choosing a feat much easier. I think it's hard when you are looking at, do I max out my main stat or do I do something else and delay it all? So these half feats, I'm always a fan. And you also get Telekinetic Reprisal. Telekinetic Reprisal. When you take damage from a creature that is within 10 feet of you, you can use your reaction to emanate a telekinetic energy. The creature that dealt damage to you must make a strength saving throw, DC equals 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus the ability modifier of the score increased by this feat. On a failed save, the creature takes 2d8 force damage and is pushed up to 10 feet away from you. On a successful save, the creature takes half as much damage and isn't pushed. You can use this reaction a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus, and you regain all expended uses when you finish a long rest. Yeah, I think this one's super cool. So like we already talked about, the stat bump is awesome, but that kind of force pushback, and you're doing damage. Even if you weren't doing the damage with it, I think this would be pretty solid, but getting that damage 2d8 is nice. That 1d4, like, yeah, I get it. You're applying that to every, with the chromatic, you're applying that every attack for that 1 minute. That's it. Here, you can knock back times your proficiency bonus, and strength saves are always a nice option relatively. So Gem Dragon, thumbs up for me. And our third and final feat, Gift of the Metallic Dragon. Gift of the Metallic Dragon, you've manifested some of the power of metallic dragons, granting you the following benefits. Draconic Healing. You learn the Cure Wounds spell. You can cast the spell without expending a spell slot. Once you cast a spell in this way, you can't do so again until you finish a long rest. You can also cast a spell using spell slots. The spell's spellcasting ability is Intelligence, Wisdom, or Charisma when you cast it using this feat. Choose when you gain this feat. Being able to get Cure Wounds is always going to be great. Obviously, if you're like a wizard and now you can do that, that's awesome with scaling with spell slots for that. But even giving it to a warlock with their super limited spell slots in a pinch, it's huge. Get your ally up. There's a million reasons of why having that kind of clutch heal, even if it's just the one time, even if you give it to a fighter, you can only cast it once. It's always going to be helpful. Every single campaign, every single session, most likely, that will come into play. And you also get Protective Wings. Protective Wings, you can manifest protective wings that can shield you or others. When you or another creature you can see within 5 feet of you is hit by an attack roll, you can use your reaction to manifest spectral wings from your back for a moment. You grant a bonus to the target's AC equal to your proficiency bonus against that attack roll, potentially causing it to miss. You can use this reaction a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus and regain all expended uses when you finish a long rest. So it's like a miniature super shield. It starts out weaker, but the AC bonus starts out weaker than a shield, but it grows. But you can give it to other people, and you're just using it, your proficiency bonus. That's great. This is a Metallic Dragon. This one is the winner. I think all three are good. Gem is super fun, and I just love that knockback. I think that's great. But this Cure Wounds and this kind of shield-like effect, even though you're not getting a stat bump with it, I think it's worth it. I think Metallic takes the cake here. All right, those are our 3 Draconic Feats in Fizban's Treasury of Dragons. Remember, check out the playlist for more videos. I'm going to try to upload as many of these as we can. Thanks for watching. Join us over on Discord. Check us out on Patreon, and just subscribe and hang out. Can't wait to hear from you. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching.